Hello. This is part 2. Now we are talking about textures, or more precisely materials. So let's make here something like that. And then something like this. Let's add those two things there. Okay. Floor combiner. CSG box right there. There we go. It is tiny room. Now let's make it twice as big. So it's 16 meters by 16 meters. There we go. Nice and dandy. Now we have a floor there. Nothing else yet. Let's name this floor combiner. There we go. No textures though. I just made one, which I named grid. No. There we go. But this could be anything. Actually, let's start from the beginning with this one. Because we could make it like let's have some. Where do we? Oh yeah, we have a grid size that is small, so let's make a grid size 8 by 8 like so we can have like this, like basically if we use two different colors for our grid texture for level blocking, for blocking up the level, or should we use like 4? What should we do? How is this so difficult? We can easily tell where the line for half a meter point is going, because this is now 16 pixels by 16 pixels. It is going to be 1 meter by 1 meter, because 16 pixels is 1 meter. Okay, now let's export it from here like so. Now this, I actually made a I have a grid material here as well, but let's delete it so I can make it again. Grid material remove. Yeah. Go back to our floor here. Standard material 3D. Now save as. And then let's go to materials folder here. Grid material like so. Okay, so albedo is going to be the grid that we just created. UV1 is going to be triplanar with a scale of 1, so 1 meter is now 16 pixels. When the scale is 1, we could scale it if we had to, but we won't. So like bigger for now. 8 pixels is 1 meter or something like that. Let's see, actually, yeah, exactly, 8 pixels is now 1 meter, or we can go even lower. Now 4 pixels is 1 meter, or we can go like 2, where now the 16 pixel texture gets repeated twice in an area of 1 meter. but we want it to be exactly 1 because we want 16 pixels to be 1 meter. So sampling, we go with the nearest because we are going for that pixel style aesthetic. And yeah, there's basically this is a this is an ugly texture for blocking out the level, but this will do the trick. Actually, that is so ugly. I cannot believe it. Let's maybe this is not so hideous to the eyes. Much better. Yeah, okay. So that's our floor, and it can stay as our floor. Then let's duplicate it. Name it walls combiner. Do a little adjustment here. It's going to be a room with walls that are with a ceiling that's in 4 meters high. No, that's wrong. Here, this is what I want to grab. Yeah, let's rotate it a little bit. Nice and even there. Like so. There we have a square room now. Woohoo! Let's duplicate this floor combiner one more time. Now this is our roof combiner. Like so. Move it up. Move it up there. Like so. We have a room again here. Woohoo! Now let's disable both of those. Actually, let's add an environment to the scene. Like so. Tone mapping is going to be filmic. We have glow on it. We don't need that. Yeah, I have plugin 3D cursor enabled, so that's very handy when creating something new. It places it where I want to place it, and its origin is not going to be all over the place. Basically here where the node's root would be, but it could be very far away. So that is handy to have it wherever I want it to be. Where is our... Oh, that's pretty far away, that wall there. Now let's make it so that it lights up the whole place. So probably something like, let's see, what 15 says. Okay, maybe it should be 16. Yeah, 16 is nice. 16 is okay. Lights up the whole scene here. That's nice. Then we would do light map GI, and we would do reflection probe like so. We can already see the effects of the reflection probe. Yeah, It's nice, it creates reflections even when using a light map probe. Not a voxel GI, which would be a topic for another video entirely. But here we are now. This is with textures. The same thing that we pretty much did in the previous video, but now let's dive deeper into the texture or material things here. I already made this once, but now I'm gonna make it again. So we're gonna make new 16 by 16, so 1 meter again is 1 meter. Let's go with something really dark as the base, like that, and something a little bit lighter. Something a little bit lighter like that for a detail. Like so. Then again a little bit lighter. Here we go. Oh. Maybe like so. It does not have to be perfect right now. It just needs to exist for the demo. There we go. Maybe here we like this one. We like that. Okay, that's cool. So now let's save it as let's just demo wall. That's good. Export it as demo wall. Also duplicate this one. Let's make an AO for it, so ambient occlusion. Here we go. Adjustments. Desaturate it completely. Adjustment brightness contrast. Add some brightness to it, like so. Basically, we want to make this very simple and bright. No, we don't. We want those to be intact there and make the darks a little bit more dark. We could even make them pretty darn dark. Demo wall ambient occlusion, there it goes. Now let's see what kind of an effect it has to our walls here. Standard material. It's going to have demo wall as the texture. It's going to be triplanar. It's also going to be sampled nearest, like so. Let's save this material up. No, let's not do that yet. Let's add the normal map that we made here. Demo wall. Normal? No, we didn't even. Okay. Ayo, we didn't create normal map yet. We did create ambient occlusion here. We put it in the wrong place. We need to put it here in the ambient occlusion place, of course. Hey-oh. Here we go. It's looks nicer. Okay, the difference is on this slide is barely noticeable, but it creates a subtle difference. And then out of that, let's open up Krita and let's see what it says for let's see what it has in store for us for the normal map. Where did I put it? What did I create? I made demo wall AO. There we go. Let's save as normal right away. Yeah. Height to normal map. Yeah, that's pretty alright right out of the box. One adjustment that we make, we don't want these dark sections to get any light from anywhere, so we're gonna make them go away with this, with that, and that as well. Other than this, we could also make these go away. These don't maybe need to have that much light, but we're going to leave them as it is. And we are going to see how it looks. Save it, and now we can load it here. Normal map. Yeah, the ambient occlusion didn't maybe have such a difference because we still had this loaded into the normal. Yeah, that makes a difference. Now look at it. Yeah, looks a lot more like it's popping out of the wall a lot more. You even have like light moving back and forth here. Whoa, wrong. Like so. You can see how it reacts to light, so that's neat. Okay, now we have these two lights on the scene. Both of them we want to be static now for baking of the light maps. Oh yeah, we have to bake these into mesh instances first and unwrap them. Walls, here we go. And then we are ready to bake the lights. There we go. With that, it's gonna take a little while. Okay, why don't we have anything here? Yeah, okay, so what happened is I had a 3D cursor on the scene when I created these meshes. So now I'm gonna have to delete them because it has its downside in that it then makes these as origin be wrong. So now we don't have 3D cursor on the scene anymore, so floor combiner, bake mesh instance. So just basically did the same thing that I did just earlier. So unwrap these and then hit these. Yeah. No, let's bake light maps. And there we go. Here's how it looks. And add a dynamic light to the scene. And our normal maps are reacting to this light. Yep. That's basically it. for materials and textures and such things when you're making it this way. When I'm completely satisfied with the level, I can delete these combiner nodes, of course. I would not leave them there. Not leave them there. Okay, that's it. Bye.